why most talented creatives will never be great, and how you can escape that fate. There is a silent graveyard filled with brilliant creatives, photographers, filmmakers, designers, writers. Not because they weren't good enough, but because they believed being good was enough. They had talent, but talent is overrated. In fact, talent, when left unstructured, unguarded, and unchallenged, becomes a curse. They never made it, not because the world was unfair, but because they refused to become the person their talent needed them to be. Let me explain. Let's start with the myth of the discovered genius. You've been sold a lie. The lie is this: if you're good enough, someone will notice. So you hide behind your work, thinking one day your art will speak for itself. It won't. The world is drowning in talent, but it respects packaging, positioning, and persistence. Michelangelo didn't just paint the Sistine Chapel. He negotiated fiercely with popes and kings. Ansel Adams didn't just shoot landscapes. He published books, ran exhibitions, and built a legacy. If you don't advocate for yourself, your work becomes wallpaper. Beautiful, but forgotten. 2. The creative ego trap. Many creatives are addicted to identity. They say things like, "I'm an artist, not a marketer. I just want to create, not deal with clients, strategy, or the business side." That's not humility. That's arrogance disguised as purity. The truth? If you don't understand how to sell your vision, someone less talented but more strategic will. And they'll take the opportunities you think you deserve. Talent without strategy is a Ferrari with no gas. Beautiful, but going nowhere. 3. The invisible enemy, isolation. Creatives often retreat into isolation. They avoid collaboration. They ghost clients. They build alone. But greatness is never built in silence. It's built in community, feedback, and friction. If you don't build relationships, if you don't learn to lead, if you don't learn to serve before expecting to be celebrated, you'll die with your ideas still in your head. Isolation protects your ego, but it kills your evolution. 4. How to escape the fate. Here's the brutal truth and the roadmap to rise above. Kill the idea that talent is enough. Treat your creativity like a business. Study branding. Study marketing. Learn how the world works. Build systems, not just passion projects. Calendars, CRMs, budgets, contracts. Boring things that make the difference between hobbyist and professional. Create, share, repeat. Post even when it's not perfect. Publish even when you're not ready. The graveyard is full of perfectionists. Audit your circle. Are you around people who challenge your growth or just stroke your talent? Own your narrative. Your brand is not what you say it is. It's what people remember after experiencing your work. Craft it. Here's the risk of ignoring this advice. You will become a tragic story, a case study in wasted potential. You'll watch people with less skill pass you by, and one day you'll whisper to yourself, "I could have been great if only I had understood the game." But by then it might be too late. You rise. You do the hard things. You market. You build systems. You lead. You learn. And you become the creative director of your destiny, not a victim of your gifts. The choice is yours. But remember, talent is not rare. Execution is.